I've been working on this stone the last few days. Let's see if I could. And I got to the point to where I need to do something about the back. Now this one's kind of funny because it goes up right there, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But I'm going to start it. I'm going to take this back down. I'm going to do it on my wheels. I'll show you that process. Speeds things up. So I'm going to switch my camera over and get my camera set to show you guys what we do on the wheels with this. Yeah, that should be good for you guys. A little minor tweak. That should be good. All right. So this is the one I've been working on lately. And like I said, the top is polished, but I got to do something about the back. It's kind of funny shape. Like I said, it goes up here. It's thicker down here, so I'm going to cut down. I could probably cut to this point, and that's going to go up. And I'm not sure. Part of that is I'm going to lose part of this tip. And this edge right here, I'm probably going to lose some of that, which I'm going to be careful not to lose much. So let me turn on my water for my wheels. Get my wheels going. Here we go. This is a 80 Galaxy wheel on my Genie, my Diamond Pacific Genie. You could order these machines through me as I'm a Diamond Pacific dealer. You will get them for less than list price when you order through me. If I can get you up over the top so you can see it better. Let's see. Let's move this camera. I don't think it's gonna work. Move this light. Yeah, that might work. My light over here so I can see. Oh, maybe I'll put it on the other side. There we go. This other light here. See if that works out better. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's another problem. It goes up right here too. So it's going to be kind of tricky making all these points meet, but I think I can do it. Getting there, getting there. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna lose this spot here because it's undercut. It's undercut really bad. Can you guys see that? I'm gonna lose that, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Hmm. You know, instead of losing it, I think I'm gonna use the burr and carve that because I don't want to lose this whole piece right here because that's kind of concave too. But if I carve it, I could smooth it out and contour it so I don't lose all that. I'm gonna take this part off though. First, I'll see if there's any fire underneath it. There's not. Okay, I'm gonna switch wheels to my 220. I like to put like a little reverse bevel on the back, right there, bezel setting it. Let's see if I can do some of this with my wheels. Let's see. There was a problem area right in there, so I'm gonna cut that out. And I'm trying to smooth this little area here out. Go to my 280 wheel. Butterfingers. Try this off, see where I'm at. Now that's coming out relatively flat now. See what we got here. Well, I could probably get into this area with the burr a little bit better. Smooth it out. It's like this area's got to come down some more. The bug there. Just so it's contoured better. I might be able to get, with the wheel. almost. I think I'm going to need a burr. So I'm going to get my 280 Nova point. Try to get up in that little concave area just to contour it. Turn on my water. My pedal, here we go. See if I did it. See, now that transition is a lot smoother. I go a little bit more. Yeah, now that transition is a lot smoother. Now this isn't ideal because it's angled this way instead of that way. So the silversmith is probably, the back is flat. So he should be able to put a prong right here. Because like I said, the back is flat. When he bezels it, he can put a bezel up to this point and then leave it open and put a prong over there. A prong would probably be good right here. So if you had two prongs holding it there, and the rest could be bezel set underneath and up on the top. But yeah, good silversmith. Or you could just do it all bezels. Just have a back, a prong here, a prong here, and a prong there, and maybe one up here and one right there, like 5 prongs. That would hold it in place. So I'm gonna go on to the other side of my genie and let me get these lights changed. And I've never done this camera on that side, so I don't think it's gonna reach. Let's see if I can turn this. You guys will be able to see some of it. Let's see. Go further. So let's see if that works. I'm sure if you guys can be able to see it. Yeah, let's see. Some more water there. So after I do this wheel work, I have to do some touch-up. I'm sure I touched the face somewhere. That's alright. I forgot to hit this area right here with the bird. So let's switch back over here. And get that area with my burr. I still have my 280 in there. Smooth that out. Just want like nice small smooth contours, transitions. You don't want anything rough. You want it all smooth. I use the back of my Nova Point to get inside here. Little trick I use, get into tighter radiuses, points and crevices. The back of my Nova Point looks really good for that. You see that white coming off because I didn't have the water, I was pressing too hard. So let's see if that got it. Dry it off so I can see. Yeah, looks like it got it. I want to soften this edge a little bit though. I got in the crevice, but I want to soften that edge. See what that did. See, so now it's a little softer there. I need a little bit more right up there in the front. It's looking better. A little bit more work. Let's see what that looks like. Transition's a lot better now. I think I want to take some more though, just to make it look better. So this 280 Nova Point, the black one, is my workhorse. I go through more of those than any of the others. I probably use 3 of those a year, where some of them last, like the pink one, the 3000 lasts me a couple, 2-3 years, sometimes 4 years of cutting. But the 280, I go through a lot of these ones because it does a lot of work. I think that probably did it. Almost. Probably do this on the wheel now that I opened it up. Yeah. Yeah, I go back and forth on the wheels and the burrs. That wheel took a lot of the meat out that I needed to get out, but it left a little crease down the bottom that I'll smooth out with the burr. Soften it up. Probably did it. Just about. See, there's a little, see that little, see if I get it to focus. There you go. There's a little crease right there. Still. I'll get that out with the burr right now. Make fast work of it. Use the back side of my Nova Point and drag it up, smooth it out. You see how well that works here in just a second. You get right down in there, and I could go right over the top and smooth it. Almost got it out. There's still a little bit left. Let's get in there. We'll get it though. Make that transition really smooth. Getting closer, almost there. I like to do these tight little circles because that'll get any dimples out. Almost. There it is. resistance. I could take a little bit more, I guess. Right here. There it is. Almost there. Let's get this one out. There, this top. I think that's it. Good enough. Nice and smooth now there. Alright. This off. Let's get a little bit with my wheels right in there. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the other side. Put my light. Gotta get you guys dialed in. Oh. See if that works. Okay, just drawing it off to see what I missed. I have to work with the burr. Okay, so back to get flat. I'm gonna have to switch to my 600 burr to get that hollow there, that little concave. There. So this 600, the brown one, it still cuts a little bit, really slow though. It's good. You can get any flat spots, get the transitions really dialed in. I don't know if you guys can see if I get this to focus. Right up here on top, there's 2 flat spots. Can you see them? I'm gonna make that transition smoother with this 600 wheel. It can only take a couple passes. There it is, almost. Just kind of connecting all the dots. There, almost. Yeah, so now, see how that's nice and round now? There's a little couple flat spots right over here, but get those. Just want all those transitions nice and smooth and not blocky. I'll have to get in the concave with my burr though. But let's dry this off. Try to get fluid motions when we're cutting. So let's see. Focus. One little spot, right? You see that one spot right there? So now we have a nice smooth transition. I'm gonna get the burr to polish up in there, or pre-polish in there. Get a few more spots that I have. And so it looks like that's good. So I'm gonna switch my 280 to my 600. That's the brown one. This one right here. So we'll switch out, move back over here to where my carving my water is for them. Turn that on. And get down in here. These concave areas. Okay, and that got that area there. I'm gonna work on this one. So we'll get this area. 600. Let's dry these off and see what they look like. Okay, so that one looks good. And this one looks good. Okay, so go back to my wheels. And go to my 1200 wheel. Alright, so you open the light. See how that's getting a polish on it, the light's starting to reflect. So we'll go to my 3000, which is the pink one. I'm able to get into those concave wheel now that you can get just as it's smoother. Okay, so now you see that back is polished and it lays flat. Flatter. The silversmith is still going to have to do some prong work just because these sides are angled the wrong way. But that's the nature of fire agate. A good silversmith will put a couple prongs right here, one here, maybe a few there, and one right there. And have himself a beautiful pendant. What do you guys think? So I think I'm about done for this series on this one. Start to finish, you can follow it. It's all the ones that says windowed fire agate 6526. For when I started it from the rough date, it was a piece of rough that he was capped, that we had to dig down and find where it was at. So I think this one's done. I'll double check it for any touch up, any places I might have touched it with the wheel when I was doing the back. Let's see. What do you guys think of this one? Please like, follow, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I do these live feeds. I'll draw that off. See, the back is polished. I think I could get in there a little bit better. But that's it for this one. The next one I start will be a new piece. I do these feeds. I'll work myself into a schedule eventually. Right now I'm trying to work out all the kinks, my camera stuff, and maybe I'll get a regular time eventually. But I'm trying to grow the channel first. So like I said, I need some more followers, need some more likes. Tap the notification bell so you get notified when I do these live feeds. You guys have a great day, and thank you for sharing some of your time with me.